Okay, so we're focusing on marketing today,
Mhm.
exposure. So right now, right off the bat, let's go ahead and go over the SEO, which is essential, and that's probably one of the reasons why the Pearl's vision didn't show up right away. We're gonna work on that, so in the future it shows up not only when you type it in, but also in whatever concentrated field we want to be relevant in, and that's going to be the photo booth rental business.
Okay.
Right here for the H1, it says about for your H1, it should either be mirror booth or it should be 360 booth and then Charlotte, North Carolina. But for
Okay.
the H1, it's coming up as about. Did you
Gotcha.
yourself try to create this website on your very own, Shaniqua?
Yes, for this GoDaddy one, I did. I picked a a template. They gave me like a couple of different examples, and then I just kind of went in and filled in stuff.
Okay. Well, you know what? You get an A for effort. I always say that. I always say if you jump into something you are not sure, then you're
Mhm.
definitely going to learn no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
brand new to you. You're going to learn. So cool. And so H1, H2 is the very, very most important parts of your website because the H1 is like the main title of your website.
Right.
If you go into any situation where you're looking up a company, you type in the category and then it comes out, the companies will come out and you can either alphabetize it or however you want to filter it. But the way the
Mhm.
algorithm filters and works when it comes to the search engine is
Mhm.
H1, which also stands for header one, and then H2, which header two. These are your strong points because it's going to tell Google, hey, we are a mirror booth business located in this particular area. And then
Okay.
your H2 can say, this is the name of our business. This is the service or product that we provide. And we
Mhm.
are located in this area and this is what we do. So
Okay.
it's basically an introduction, but the title is most important. And right here, unfortunately, right now on the GoDaddy site, Pearl's Vision is not indexed. It's not going to be ranking just because we didn't set it up properly. Now
Gotcha.
this is all visual, and I tell folks sometimes we do create these wonderful, beautiful websites, especially because sometimes they just give us this template and we just put our information in,
Mhm.
and that's great for the person that logs in and you show it to your friends and family and they're like, oh yeah,
Right.
it looks great, I like the colors, I like the pictures. However, what we want to do is we want to really make it easy for Google to show our website to other people, and the only way it's going to do that if it's a index or website to be relevant to what the people are looking for online. So if I type in mirror booth Charlotte, North Carolina, if we have enough information in there, our website, your website, Shaniqua, should be in the top three. Should be on the first page, but on the top three.
Gotcha.
And moving forward, we're gonna go ahead and go over the steps of what's gonna get you there. That way,
Okay.
when you switch over to Wix, you are going to be ranking much faster and your website is going to be way more relevant, and that's going to cause more increase coming your way, and that's what we want. We want more eyeballs on
Yeah.
your business. Oh, this is a lot better. You can see my screen, right, Shaniqua?
Yes.
All right, so look at H1, Pros Vision Photo Booth 360 Photo Booth and Astro Mirror Photo Booth. So right here, this is actually 100 times better than the previous website we were looking at,
Mhm.
just because it has big
As the
keywords, right?
name.
And then
Right.
and then look at H2, 360 Photo Booth, Charlotte 360 Photo Booth, Concord. Is Concord like the part of the city? Or what
Yeah,
is
so
it?
Charlotte is like the big city, and then Concord is outer limits of the city.
Okay, beautiful. Well, this right here so far, so good. This area right here, H1 and H2.
Okay.
So you're barely getting started on it, and you're already doing a really good job. And that's why I go with Wix, because there's the way the dashboard, the interface,
Mm-hmm.
Wix is user friendly, in my opinion. And
Mm-hmm.
this is why I continue rolling with Wix, just because it makes my life easier. So I like your execution on deciding on this domain, and I'm glad that you got the .com as well. So
Mm-hmm.
this is powerful. Just this alone right here, the domain, and then the way you have your H1 and your H2 set up, that's already good. Let me go ahead and close this and take a look at the rest of the website.
Okay.
So see here at the very top, we always want to make sure that we have your address. Use your actual physical address on the top here on the header,
Okay.
and also always list your contact number, because our website is a website that should be the basically the mediator, the bridge between the prospect and you, the owner.
Mm-hmm.
And what we want to do is we want to make the website, uh, like I said earlier, as pretty as possible, like beautiful. We want to make it sure, we want to make sure it's a representation of our creativity, of our overall business. So
Uh-huh.
we also want to make it communicate correctly, not just a beautiful website like we talked about earlier, but make it easy for people to call you. So let's go ahead
Uh-huh.
and also add the actual address here on the top somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. And the phone number as well. That's the most important thing is phone number and also address, because the Google search engine on your very top, it's going to give you credit for adding that address. It's the algorithm is so interesting because it filters things. And when it sees a searcher looking for those keywords, and then it shows his location of where he's looking, where he's searching from, and then it shows your website with your physical address. It shows him close by and like in the Google Maps. So
Okay.
it gives you a higher priority, or you get the edge because you're closer to him when he's looking
Mhm.
for you. So
Gotcha.
go
Like
ahead
the
and add that.
photo booth near me or something like that if they were to put
Precisely.
that in. Gotcha. Okay.
Hmm. So the good thing is you already have your number right here, which is great. That's cool. And then, um, oh, that video
Your
looks really,
video to the
really,
left.
it looks really familiar. It's such a cool
Yeah.
video, man. I'm glad you posted it. It's like, man, I remember this event vividly. Yeah.
How long did it take from you getting your booth in to your first booking? How long?
Yeah, so I
That?
think if I'm right, because this happened this year, but my I don't have the best memory, but I could tell you that I think it took about 10 business days for my platform to arrive at my
Mhm.
door. It took about
Mhm.
10 business days from the day that I ordered it. So close to 2 weeks if we don't say business days. And then I had my very first booking. I have the check right here on my very first booking. I got my very first booking on March 11th.
Okay.
And that was my very first booking. And it was I think I had a promo going on just because
Yeah.
my booth was there and I was
Yeah.
ready and I wanted to get
Yeah.
out there and do my thing. So ever since that point on, I just stayed busy because I
Yeah.
just kept marketing and really
Yeah.
pushing. So
That's kind of how it was when we first got our mirror booth. We way undervalued how much we should have been charging. Like I think, now people are still charging more than we are, but we had it for like $300, $400. So
yeah.
it was like and every time we went to an event, they were like, "Oh man, somebody had the same booth and they were trying to charge us 1,000." It's like, everybody else is like at 1,000. Maybe we need to come up just a little bit.
Yes, I've been in that situation and I tell people is I'm a people's person. I just want to make it affordable for you guys.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then you quickly want to scale because what that is that's instant real feedback coming from the consumer.
right.
So definitely take that, run with it, and then tell yourself, okay, I need to really evaluate my
Yeah,
business
yeah.
and so on and so forth. So let's see, guess this was platform.
I think I looked at your site for this actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at because I see this very bottom part. I remember this part here. 360 photo booth. Okay, 360 photo booth. That's good. Then also, what's hot right now, Shaniqua, is 360 photo booth and then rental. So if you can add rental, yeah, this is this really has helped me out a great deal, just this alone. But I want you to combine all these strategies I'm going to be sharing with you. That way you can get the same results I'm getting, if not better, just depending on the level of your competition. Just looking at your competition, I feel like they're not crazy competitive. They just
Right,
have a foundation. So
right.
we'll get you there. So I have one, two, three, four, 5 pages within this website. So within
Mhm.
those 5 pages, this is what you're gonna do. I think I counted 3 pages on yours, right? The
Yeah, I only had
on
the three.
Yeah, and you can always add more when you feel like you're ready to. But with those
Mhm.
three, we can start working with those three right away. So what you want to do is you want to go over to where it says manage pages,
Mhm.
because you want to manage these pages. And for each page on the right side, you're going to see these 3 dots. You want to click on these 3 dots and go to SEO basics. Okay.
Mhm.
So when you go to SEO basics, it's going to show you how you appear on the search engine. And then right here, this is the important part right here. What's the page title tag? For me, I put 360 photo booth rental, San Bernardino, California. So right away and behind the scenes, this was what's going on. People don't see it on the actual website. Whatever you put on here, it's not going to be visible, but where it's going to be visible is right here. So this is how it would look to the rest of the world
Okay.
and
Gotcha.
to Google. So that's that, right? And so what the next thing is I did is I went to my pricing and booking, and instead of typing in for my keywords pricing and booking, I did this. I go to SEO basics. So this is my pricing and booking page, but I titled it with these tags: 360 photo booth
Gotcha.
rental Los Angeles. And the reason I did Los Angeles is because I think I have a lot of dominance here in the San Bernardino area, and
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles is crazy, crazy competitive,
Gotcha.
but the population is there's a it's a huge, it's a very, very high population, and there's a lot of parties and a lot of private events going on, and I want a piece of that pie. So
Gotcha.
recently, about a week ago, Shaniqua, I started trying to compete for a space in the Los Angeles area. And when I finally get my first booking in the Los Angeles area, I'm going to share it with you guys just to tell you exactly what I did and how I got there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I already succeeded doing this with another city called Redlands not too long ago. And
Gotcha.
so basically, I don't want to make this any longer, but yes, the idea is going through each page on your website and making sure you go visit the SEO basics
SEO.
section and
Gotcha.
then typing in those main keywords that you want to rank for. You want to
Gotcha.
rank for 360 photo booth rental and then your city.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, when you start noticing like, oh, we're getting more inquiries, we're getting busy, let's try to expand out maybe further out.
Like, gotcha.
you
Another
might
city.
you you might not need to if you want to just remain it like a small, very efficient, productive business. But if you want to
Mhm.
start scaling, then yeah, you're gonna have to take on roles of leadership. You're gonna have to hire good help. You're gonna have to get an extra car. The logistics is gonna change. But for now,
Gotcha.
let's just work with what we got and really maximize and capitalize on the situation at hand. So
Okay.
you have a mirror booth and you have a 360 booth. You're in a better position than I am right now because I only have two 360 booths. So it's nice because I feel like the mirror booth you kind of just plug and play kind of thing, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
require too much attention, right?
No.
Okay, so do this to your Wix website when you have the opportunity.
Okay.
All right, and then on top of that, I'm gonna go back to my dashboard here. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to SEO. Okay, I'll start from the very beginning.
Okay.
So this is gonna be your home section right here.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll down to marketing and SEO,
Mm-hmm.
then go over to your SEO tools, and I'm also remember I'm recording this session, so I'll be able to download it, compress it, and then post it, so you can go back to it when
Okay.
you want to, Shaniqua. So after that, what I did is I went to get found on Google right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then once it loads up, right here on the top right, click on this little pencil here or pen, and then at the bottom is where you're gonna put in your keywords, and these are
Okay.
my main keywords that I want to rank for as a website. As you can see right here, it's the most same words that you would want to, except your city would be different. Let me move this out of the way.
All right.
So yeah, definitely want to plug that in. All right. And this
Okay.
is this is really kind of getting your website SEO friendly. Now,
Mm-hmm.
now let's put our website on steroids. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So we're gonna what we're gonna do is, and I want to show you proof before I do anything. So I'm gonna type in my website right here. And the same thing that we've been doing with other websites, I'm going to do to mine. And I did this all by myself. I didn't hire anyone,
Mm-hmm.
Shaniqua, because in the beginning, man, I didn't have a lot of capital, but I
Right.
had time. So I just traded my time to learn, stuff. And here we are. So go ahead, enter. So remember, one of them had 111,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other
Oh,
one
wow.
had 308. Well,
Mm-hmm.
my website has 821 citations. So I'm killing it in my area.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to do the same exact thing. So, next thing you want to do is you want to go and hire a couple of freelancers on
Mm-hmm.
Fiverr. And here's what you want to do. Let's to this side. Let me go into my orders here.
Okay.
Just make sure you are on the right track here. Okay, so definitely get that Google page fired off. Make sure it's completed fully, and you do have a couple of pictures and a couple of videos, and you're posting on your Google business profile at least twice a week, Shaniqua. Even if it's, let me drink something real quick, my throat. Even if it's a rinse and repeat technique, meaning it's the same video, but this time you trimmed it differently
Mm-hmm.
and you're just reposting it. Okay. Right here where it says, I will create 800 Google Map citations for ranking in GMB and local business SEO.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you hire a freelancer for this, because this guy or his team or his agency is going to help you be more relevant on maps when it comes to Google Maps.
Okay.
All right, so hire them. They're gonna ask you for your address. They're gonna ask for some more information. Just provide them. Just give them the most relevant and accurate information.
Gotcha.
And within a couple of weeks, you can circle back and you can see that your website, your Google website, will be more relevant when it comes to search. So that's
Gotcha.
one thing you got to hire them for. Okay, so that's one. And then for your citations. Okay, so I hired.
All right. Sorry about that.
All right, let's go ahead and continue pushing forward. Cool. Okay. So once you go into your Fiverr, if you don't have one set up just yet, Shaniqua, I
Mm-hmm.
myself know how things work, but I don't know how to do them myself, or I don't want to go through the process of doing it on my own. So what I usually do is I'll hire freelancers for certain things that I need done to really enhance my business. And one of them is I go on Fiverr and hire people, of course, from different countries where my money's going to go a long ways because the currency is a little different. And that's the reason I work with people from other countries using the Fiverr platform. So once you log into Fiverr, you can type in local citations, and it's going to show a bunch of freelancers who will do the service for you when it comes to local citations. Now, this is
Mm-hmm.
what I like doing. Say, for example, my budget is $50
Mm-hmm.
to get these freelancers. So instead of hiring one, you're going to hear the dogs barking because the Prime Amazon van just pulled up right now.
I gotcha.
And my dogs, it's just, they're just doing their job, I guess. So
Yeah.
let's see, for example, see, I'll probably avoid the ones that say ads.
Mm-hmm.
This is a level 2 seller, and it says I will do 200 top live local citations for any country. So let's
Mm-hmm.
just fix some example. We're browsing, we're looking at the package, and now when I go here to the basic, standard, and premium, I can see that for $10, there's going to be the listing submissions, the local search ads, and competitive analysis with 50 high DA live local citations. Okay, that's only 50. If I go to standard, they'll give me 100, and then premium, they'll give me 200. So what I like doing is I like hiring several freelancers
Mm-hmm.
just so that I can have an idea of how they work, the quality of work, and the overall communication. So if I have a $50 budget, what I'll do is I'll hire probably two two freelancers and get maybe their standard 25 and 25
Mm-hmm.
versus just hiring one freelancer and being stuck with them and spending all my money with him, and I not really able to really test the market when it
Gotcha.
comes to other freelancers. So
Uh,
that's just one thing that you want to do. And the cool thing about that strategy is that when you find reliable freelancers for certain things of your business, now
mm-hmm.
you know exactly who to go to, and then you can have a long-term relationship with them, which is great, I think, because you guys are a good match for one another. So make sure that it's local and that it's gonna go. Ask them how long for these to go live. What that means is once they get listed on these websites, they don't go live right away.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen is, you know how I went on my website earlier and it said like 814 citations, Shaniqua?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
what I do is I check weekly, and there's always an update. So every week there should be more, more, and more, and the numbers should always continue to grow as
Mm-hmm.
long as you're hiring these individuals and you're doing this next step. Okay, so this is the second step. So the first step was going to Wix and
Mm-hmm.
injecting those keywords, right? and doing it on the website itself, and also doing it in the back end through the
Right.
settings like we went over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first step. The second step is this: making sure that we hire freelancers to do these local SEO citations for your business. They're going to ask you for your phone number, your business hours, your logo. They're going to ask you for all your social media, because they're going to take all of that information and put it on a platform that's operating, and that platform sends signals to your website and to the Google search engine, and it says, oh yeah, this person is relevant. This is the category that they're in, and it's an existing business. So the more citations you have, it almost means like the better reputation you have, the more credible you are, the more relevant you are in that business
Gotcha.
niche.
So what's the expectation as far as so say I hire two people to do this,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they do it,
The
let's
turnaround
say
time?
I hire
You're asking what the turnaround time is?
yeah.
Yeah, so it'll show you right within this profile to the right
Okay.
side. This basic one will take them about 3 days to
Oh,
deliver.
okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and then
Gotcha.
some will take 4 days to deliver, because they're listing way more,
Doing
like
more.
twice
Gotcha.
the amount, right? So it takes them four
Okay.
days, and then the premium. And then as you move forward with the checkout, it'll say, do you want to? I think it's expedite or rush your delivery. So you'll pay more and they'll get it done faster. But a steady pace wins the race, Shaniqua.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just uh, you know, stay active, but don't try to like move with out of pressure too much. Move with
Right.
purpose. So
And then, so
it
is this something you use like often, or is this kind of like a one-time thing
yeah,
for this?
That's that's a really good question. So I used this service in the very, very beginning phases of my website being launched, on my
Mm-hmm.
business being launched. And after that, I never hired another freelancer again for this specific line of work, because
Gotcha.
what I started doing is the next step that I'm going to be sharing with you. And I'm pretty sure you've
Okay.
probably seen it already, but I'm just going to touch on it really quick and let me know if you're already familiar with the process. But
Okay.
before I move on to that step, where it says benefits of this service,
Mm-hmm.
here's what I love. I like the fact that they themselves put helps to go on the first page. Citation provided high quality backlinks. So, and then this is what I was telling you about earlier. It builds trust with your customers, because, like I said, you get listed in more places, so you become more reputable,
Right.
and quality backlinks for local SEO. So yes, please take advantage of this. I'm
Okay.
gonna be doing this for my iPhone repair business. I did an analysis on my iPhone repair business website, and I was ranking second place, and I wanna see if I can take first place. So I'm gonna be doing what
Gotcha.
I'm showing you right now. I'm gonna be doing pretty soon for my iPhone repair business. Um,
Gotcha.
I want to make sure that I double down on that, just because I feel like as we go through this recession, I don't think a lot of people are going to want to buy a brand new phone, but instead they're going to want to
Right.
repair their existing phone. So I got to make sure, like, oh, here's an opportunity I need to like really jump on. Okay.
Right.
So this was a like it's the second strategy. Go ahead and hire some of these guys. Do the local live citations. Ask them, how long can I expect for these local citations to actually be live? That's one question you want to ask them. Also ask them, will I be receiving the username and password to wherever you're putting my information in? That way, if in the future your hours change or phone number changes, you can go into that link with the username and password and update your information.
Okay.
Okay, so ask them those two primary questions.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. And then the Google Maps as well. And then next thing is this, and this is absolutely free. So start your YouTube page revolving around your business, and say, for example, let's go to your channel here. Go ahead and name it. Give it those keywords. Let's continuously fight for those keywords. And for you, like I said, a good idea would be 360. And even though it's not a photo, but for you, because you do offer the mirror photo booth, it would be great for you to use 360 photo booth rental and then your city name
Gotcha.
for your channel. Once you do that, you're gonna have your website. You already have your Facebook. You already have your Instagram. So this is what you do next. Once you launch your YouTube channel, this is how powerful it is. I'm sure I'm going to show you, and let's just get an idea of how this might actually play out if you're consistent with posting. So I'm going to just go ahead and select this.
And what's
Go ahead.
for posting on YouTube, what's considered consistent? Like weekly?
Yeah, weekly.
Okay.
Definitely try to stick with weekly. And same thing. And what's cool is that you can, out of the whole entire week, you can say like, oh, today I'm going to use 2 hours of today to post and copy and paste on all my platforms. And then you're done with it.
Gotcha.
So we said we use this. Okay, so look at what I'm doing. I'm posting I think 25-second video on my page, and I'm just gonna go here, and I'm not even gonna capitalize that. And then I'm gonna go book now here, just like that. Have you seen this strategy before, Shaniqua? Okay, good. Okay, so 360 photo booth in Charlotte, book now. But that's not the name of your city, right? What's the name of your city?
It's Charlotte.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. All right, go ahead. All right. And then I'm gonna grab this here. This is why I really push YouTube when it comes to this stuff, because it's free. I don't have to pay for any ads on Facebook. And this definitely carries a lot of weight. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and delete all of this right here for now. Let me show you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to put in the title right over here. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do it here again. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hashtag right there and close these spaces here, just like this. And you're going to do this, like I said, once to twice a week with the same keywords until you start, like I said, really having an authority over this long tail keyword. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, oh, by the way, I don't want to leave this out. So all of your handles of social media are going to go into the description box, and you're going to set it to where it populates in your description automatically. So you don't have to copy and paste anymore.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'll show you how to do that really quick. And then you can circle back. I don't want to take up too much time doing the easy stuff. I want to show you, I want to go over what's really going to make a big difference. And that's the strategy. So description. And then as I scroll down, I'm going to delete this video later. So I have a different playlist. So this part is not too important. This is good. Okay. So as you scroll down, there's going to be this section where it says tags. And in here, I'm going to go ahead and the ones that are not relevant to the actual video, I'm just going to go ahead and then I'm going to go ahead and paste. Okay. This one right here. And I'm also going to go back and I'm going to grab the one with the hashtag as well. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab it, copy. Here it is. Okay. Just these two right here. And then for the category, I go to travel and events right here.
Okay.
And then right here where it says, what search term do you want to rank for? I'm going to type in just, that's fine. Okay. And so then I'm going to hit next, then next. And now it's going to be posted. And because Google owns YouTube, they're really good at communicating with one another and sending signals to each other. And by the way, since you have Facebook, what you can do is as soon as you post on your YouTube, you can grab this, copy, and then go to your Facebook and paste on your Facebook as well. Okay, so this is powerful because now once this gets uploaded, this alone is going to act as a citation because one big platform has your website on it. And because it has your website on it, it acts as a backlink. That's why for all of my videos, I always add, make sure that my website is on there. And that's how you start getting free, local, powerful citations.
Okay.
But because we want to get that turbo, we want to hire a few freelancers to give us a couple hundred of local citations so that we can start competing and then pass up our competition
Gotcha.
faster than the average company would probably know how to do. So it's processing in HD. Now, while that takes place, I'm going to show you how to make sure you save yourself a lot of time. And that's by going to, if I'm correct, going to, I believe it's settings. Yeah, settings. So when you're in settings, you want to go to upload defaults. And right here in the description, Shaniqua, is where you want to come over and copy and paste all of your website information, your media, social handles. That way, every single time you upload a video,
It
all this
goes.
information is already there. That's going to save you a lot of typing, a lot of copying and pasting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the part I wanted to show you really quick so that you would save a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to close this. And then later on, because I don't know if it's going to do it immediately. We only got a few more minutes left. But later on, I'm going to leave this uploading. And then later on, when you have the opportunity, because it's like, I think, a 3 hour difference between you and I. Am I right?
Yeah.
About 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is I want to type this in the search engine on Google. I want to type in 360 photo booth rental Charlotte and see if this video is either on the first page, second page, or maybe even the third page.
Okay.
Now, say for example, it shows up on the second page. That just shows that the competition is medium
Gotcha.
when it comes to ranking for the 360 photo booth rental Charlotte keywords. If it comes
Mm-hmm.
up on the first page, then like I said earlier, we're not gonna have too much of a challenge to rank for these keywords. All we have to do is get a couple local citations and
Mm-hmm.
continue to stay relevant as far as posting
Mm-hmm.
our information on the online platform that runs 24/7. So
Right.
and still
Okay.
processing HD. So that's what's taking place. So yeah, so Fiverr, a little bit of work on your website with the wording, making
Mm-hmm.
it SEO friendly, keywords that today we talked about. Also going into keyword planner
Mm-hmm.
and just making sure like when you type in, say you even type in mirror booth,
Mm-hmm.
like see what's going on with keywords related to mirror booth and look at how many searches are being the volume of searches per month. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would show you right now, but it's gonna want me to put in a password, and I'm recording this, so I don't want to put in the password and then have to go back to edit and just remove that password. So
Gotcha.
it's really simple. Um, and that way, like I said, you have a spot right here on the top three,
Mm-hmm.
and then on Google as well, the top three. Just yesterday, I think it was last night, Shaniqua.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I told you how I'm trying to rank for a different city far away from the city I'm in right now.
Mm-hmm.
That city is Los Angeles.
Oops.
So let's see. Let's see photo booth rental. I just want to give you a visual of who is ranking right now. So in the LA area, what I'm trying to rank for, it's these three individuals here on the very, very top.
Gotcha.
Then right here, these are the big players. Yelp doesn't count, but these two.
Right. Yeah.
So eventually, like I said, I want to make it to the first page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not on the first page.
For Los
Man,
Angeles.
yeah, because it's so competitive, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not on the second. This reminds me of when I first started my 360 booth business in San Bernardino. How I would, oh, but look it, I'm crawling up now. So
Oh
far,
yeah.
yeah. So now I'm on the third page, and my video is on the third page of a very, very, very competitive place. So once I get to the second page, progress. First page, we're almost there. First page
Yeah.
at the very top, I did it.
Yeah.
And like I said, don't need to pay for Facebook ads.
Right.
I'm not saying you shouldn't, but
But
me, my style, Shaniqua,
mhm.
is if I can rank organically, then I can rank long term without having to worry to continuously put money out to make some money.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and that's a rule of thumb. You want to make money, you spend money. But I'm already spending time and I'm spending money on my website. So why not just work with what I got and then
Right.
rank organically? Because as soon as I stop running ads, then that means that what my cash flow is also gonna stop. Like I don't like that idea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I definitely appreciate all of that. I wanted to do this my week off so I could make sure that I had all the time in the world to do this.
Yeah.
So just kind of like to double check myself, you said some things to do. off the bat with the website at least is change my domain to the second one, the 360 photo booth Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Make that my main domain.
Yeah.
Um, and then basically, yeah, the or that this is the that's basically what I've been missing from the mirror booth and the 360 because we've had the mirror booth for a year now.
Okay.
And even still, most of the bookings we got this year
Okay.
were from people that used us last year, which is good, but we were trying to figure out, okay, how do we get more
Get more in the pipeline. Yeah.
outside of, yeah. So I think everything you said will help us
Oh yeah.
get
And
there for
the
sure.
video that we just uploaded about 5 minutes ago or less is already on the first page. So the video
Oh
that I
wow.
just posted is right
Yeah.
here. So imagine
Oh,
if you
yeah.
start doing this and you make it a habit of doing it twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
So then people would, of course, scroll down, and of course, people are attracted to great reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And we're lazy as consumers, so we don't want to take too much time to scroll, right? So we want to be on the
Right.
first page. However,
Definitely.
if I'm scrolling on the first page and I do see that
That
I can get
video
a
is already right
visual,
there. Yeah.
I'm gonna click on that visual because I'm a visual person. So I'll click on that
Mhm.
visual, and then it takes me to, you know, that video. I get a visual for it. And then in the description, they're gonna find Shaniqua's website, phone
Mhm.
number, and information. Boom. There's a lead right there.
Right.
So that's why I'm telling you, I don't understand why so many new business owners, Shaniqua, are sleeping on Google and sleeping on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube for sure. I guess I was kind of nervous because like you said, I get on YouTube to watch funny
Yeah.
videos or
Yeah.
to if I'm trying to figure out how to do something, I'll get on YouTube. Like I watched a lot of your videos when we first I was like, okay, well, here we go. Here's a lot of info right here. So
Yes.
but those are really the only reasons I get on YouTube. So we'll definitely start posting this stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, goal is to be number one. I guess I'll give it a month or two.
Yeah, so dude, I was
Um,
gonna say if you can please you have I have an Instagram. I
mhm.
Wait a minute, you sent me a message on Instagram, right?
Yeah,
But you know what? That's a personal profile. Do you have a business profile for your Instagram?
yeah, I do.
You do? Can you message me from your business profile so that I can add you? And
Okay.
then on top of that, in about a month or a few weeks, if you
Hmm.
can message me, letting me know like, hey David, I went ahead and hired those freelancers.
Hmm.
Their job has been complete. You know what? Before we get off, let me show you how you're gonna check on these live links. Okay.
Gotcha.
So this is what you want to do. Um, what you want to do is okay. So this is what you want to type in. So you would do this on a Google browser.
Hmm.
And what you want to do is you go to the very, very top and you hit the left arrow and you go to the very, very far, far left. And then you type in minus and then site. And like I said, this video, once we get off the our meeting, it's gonna start downloading and compressing, and then eventually I can upload it, and then I'll have it
Hmm.
by tonight. I'll have it for you to access.
Okay.
So minus site, and then I'm gonna grab right after the dot. I'm gonna grab whatever's left, and I'm gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna put these parentheses there, and then I'm gonna paste, and then I'm gonna put parentheses right there. So that's what you're gonna do to your website, and then you're gonna hit enter.
And then I'll see
You
the
start seeing the results right
sites
here,
up there.
and this
Okay.
should continuously increase with time.
Gotcha.
So so for your freelancers are gonna do their thing, and then do your thing by making sure everything you post try to include your website.
Hmm.
And like I said, most powerful tool right now is YouTube
Hmm.
for this
Okay.
type of situation that we are that we're basically striving right now to get on the first page.
Gotcha.
So take it from there,
Mm.
Shaniqua. You're off to a wonderful start, and I like the fact that you are the type of owner who said, "I'm just gonna do my own website," because that's like that was me. That was me,
Uh-huh.
just sitting in my bed, just on my laptop for weeks. I
Yeah.
because we you have a dream, I have a dream, we have a vision, and we have to constantly run this idea through our minds to a point where we're constantly working on it. And then little by little, it starts developing to something that is either visual that you can actually
Mhm.
see or something tangible. But for
Right.
us right now, it's all faith and it's all vision,
Right.
right? So I would say continue to push forward,
Mm.
because, like I said, you know you're going from GoDaddy to Wix, and you're already learning how Wix functions. And a lot of folks, unfortunately, they're afraid of technology, or
Yeah.
they don't like technology. Period. They only like scrolling, and
Right.
just like I said, for entertainment. But
Hmm.
you're really diving in deep, and I really admire that about you, and also for the fact that you took the time to sit down and talk about, hey, David, let's evaluate my business. How can I gain a more dominant online presence? And here we are. We went over 3 strategies. Please
Hmm.
apply those 3 strategies. We'll circle back in about a month and see where we're at. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. And I wanted to appreciate you helping too. A lot of people would not get on YouTube or social media and show other people how to be great in that same business.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate you going out a limb for anybody, that's wanting to do this. I really appreciate it because it's been a help. That website, literally, it was just for me kind of watching your videos, trying to do what I thought you were doing. And
Yeah.
I definitely have a better understanding, and I'm gonna attempt to, put all this into place. And I'm excited to see where I'll be uh from a month from now.
Yeah. And as operators, as photo booth owners, we're gonna go through our seasons. There's gonna be seasons
Mhm.
where we can say it was kind of a dry season, right? And then we're gonna go through these seasons where it's like we have to turn down bookings because we're fully booked. But
Mhm.
right now is just doing the work, working on the infrastructure, so that when that time comes up, we are more relevant. We're going to be the very first on that page. We're going to be
Mhm.
ready to go. Our equipment is there. So, you know, right now we might not see it really happening just because, like I said, people are adjusting, their budgets are adjusting. But as business operators, we are working on our business so
Mhm.
that when the time comes, it's going to flourish.
Right.
So just continue moving forward, moving in that positive direction, and
Mhm.
we'll touch base soon.
All righty. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.